from Bourbonandbooze with Bree, and this is our first episode of Coffee Time with Bree.
Hi.
So, coffee time is something that I've been thinking about for a while because we're huge coffee fans.
Love coffee.
We drink coffee. I mean, I've already had a pot and a half today, which is bad. Really bad. Normally I drink about a pot of coffee, and my wife's a huge coffee fan as well. And when we travel, we buy lots and lots of coffee. In fact, sometimes we feel like, I don't know, drug mules. Because when we go to foreign countries, we'll bring back 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pounds of coffee all the time. Because we buy coffee for us that's unique to that location, and then we always buy it for Bree and Cody and other people. So, and I have a daughter up in Alaska, Cygnus. She loves coffee. Mm-hmm. She's probably a bigger coffee person than all of us put together.
Yes.
And so we always buy coffee. And so we have an abundance of coffee around, and we thought we'd just do a series on coffee from all over the place, and just take the time to talk about things or just whatever.
Okay. So
this is our first episode, and we've chosen one that's almost gone. That's why we're doing this. It's a coffee from Austria, Vienna, Austria, that my wife and I picked up. It's called, now I don't know how to speak Austrian or German or whatever. It's a Julius Meinl, M-E-I-N-L, Prasident, P-R-A-S-I-D-E-N-T. It's a classic collection, and this company does deliveries to North America and Europe, so if you want to order online. However, the President Classic Collection is no longer available. And I think we bought this for about $15 US, so it's kind of expensive for a pound of coffee, but not too bad. So I brewed us up one, and let's talk about cups really quick as we get into this. We'll talk about all sorts of stuff, how we brew it, because we have all sorts of different brewing methods. But cups are really important.
Yes.
Like my wife, she likes a bone china, really thin cup, normal size. I like a normal sturdy cup, sometimes bigger.
Yeah.
Heavier the better to me.
I like the heavier cups.
And you actually have a homemade one.
I do. My sister made this coffee cup.
Yeah. And that's, Cody's got his, he keeps his homemade cup up here.
Yes.
Mine is just a classic one. It's from the U.S. Carl Vinson. It's my favorite cup. This is a ship I was on just when you were born, so almost 30 years ago.
And it's still not broken.
Still not broken. The gold's flaking. You won't see it in the camera, but it's kind of going away. So I need to contact the ship and see if I can get a new one.
Obviously, you can tell this family collects coffee cups.
Yes, so we have lots of coffee cups, and above the camera zone, there's even more. And this is our little coffee bar. Tea bar, we're really big fans of tea as well, so we collect tea from around the world. So when my wife and I travel, we collect whiskeys and gins, and we collect coffees and teas. So we usually have a really big suitcase full of, drinking stuff when we come back. We do feel like smugglers. We're not, but we feel like that. One time we went to Central America, Costa Rica, and our first time, but every time we go to Central America, like Belize or Nicaragua, we come back with, we're like packing kilos of coffee. So we've never rated coffee, and we're not going to give it a barrel rating or anything like that. We're just going to say it's pretty good. We'll give it the Cody rating. It's pretty good. So when you look at coffee, there's all sorts of ways to determine how good it is. But this bean type for the Presidente is it Arabica and Robusta. Those are the two bean types. And it's a roast level, kind of a light roast level, so it's not a heavy roast.
I think it's pretty good.
And it's a mid-level ground level, so it's ground for a drip. So this is a drip, classic coffee pot drip. I think you can see that behind me. I chose to do it on this. Sometimes my wife will use this for the mocha pot, and I think she's actually used it in the Turkish pot, also a different way.
Yeah.
They say it's got rich hints of dark chocolate and toasted bread, so you smell just like whiskey and whatnot. And then the flavor is supposed to be full and soft and kind of balanced between sweetness and bitterness. And this is straight coffee, no additives, no creamers or anything like that. It's got a very light aroma.
Not very strong smelling.
No, I don't get any of the chocolate. I kind of get the toasted bread, kind of reminds me of breakfast.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have a really rich aroma. Now, this has been open for a long time, going on almost 2 years, and it's not stored in the refrigerator or anything. It's stored in a cabinet. So some of that richness might have bled out. For the flavor, though, it's a pretty decent strength. It's pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm not getting much of the bitter though.
Yeah.
More sweet.
There's no real acidity or bitterness to it. A little bit of sweetness, which means I would probably like this with a little creamer or something.
Yeah.
Which I normally drink my coffee black, but with coffees that have less strong bold flavors, then I add something that just kind of add a flavor.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it's a strong bold, I like it black. I think this is pretty good. I'm surprised we haven't finished it already.
Oh, it's
But
really good.
we literally have 40, 50 pounds of coffee in things like this behind me and in the pantry and stuff.
Yeah, overall, I like this coffee. I would drink this every day.
And it is evening, so I normally don't drink coffee in the evening, except for every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to bed tonight.
Yeah, I'm not going to bed either. I have a early morning Zoom conference, so that's probably going to destroy things. But. Of course, we're recording this early, and this will be every Wednesday thing.
Okay.
So we'll record probably a week early, just because you don't get the time off, and you don't live really that close for you to pop. Actually, you just came from your home office.
I'll be better dressed next time.
She's driving to another place to work from home, not really at home, at your in-laws, right?
Yeah.
And so, because of the COVID, she's dressed for work.
I am comfy.
Yeah. I threw on a clean shirt. I've been painting, so. So we'll record it early, but it'll come out on Wednesdays between our Bourbon and Booze episodes on Tuesday.
Yay!
And because it's our first episode, hopefully we feel comfortable and get better.
I will get more talkative.
And I think next week we'll have a different blend, but we'll talk about grinding styles. And so we'll look at French presses and pour overs and mocha pots and Turkish coffee pots. And we actually have different cups, like for Turkish coffee pot, you have the little cups, like the espresso. So we'll try all the different cups. And maybe we'll try to change cups around, not always stick with the same one.
Yeah, plenty to choose from.
Tell us what your favorite coffee is. And let's get this out there right away. This is coffee. I don't really think Starbucks coffee.
No.
I think it's like a cappuccino or a frap or something. It's not coffee.
Yeah, you don't go to Starbucks to get like a good cup of black coffee.
Well, I will sometimes. I like their blonde.
Oh, see,
Their Starbucks blonde, but it's not offered very.
Oh, I do like this. I like their kind.
So we just had a slight interruption, but you won't get that. I'll cut it out. So we were talking about Starbucks is not really coffee doesn't. That's because of classic, coffee mocha or whatever. I do go to Starbucks because I like their vanilla bean fraps or their white chocolate mochas, but those are mochas. They're not coffee. If I just want coffee, it's the blonde, but it's expensive and it's only offered in the morning at our Starbucks. Now they do have beans that you can buy, and we'll try some of those.
Okay.
Because I have several here. But I just wanted to make sure that we knew that we're not going to be going into different mochas or anything like that.
Okay.
Well, not yet. We'll see.
We'll see where it gets
If
us.
Jessica makes them.
That's true.
So make sure you hit the like and subscribe and tell us what coffee you like, and put it in the comments below, and let us know if this is something you want more of. We'll try to do this at least for a while.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I think on Fridays we're doing Cooking with Cody, and he's doing bourbon cookies. No. Okay.
Hopefully we get to the elephant with coffee.
Yeah, no, we're not doing. Cheers. We'll see you later. Bye.